This spicy grilled lemongrass chicken, or gà nướng xả ớt, is a variation of one of my most popular recipes, but with the flavor and heat turned all the way up. The dried Thai chilies in the marinade have a serious kick without lingering to keep you coming back for more. Now the best part of this recipe is how quickly it comes together, making it great for those busy weekday meals, but it's also perfect for entertaining. So do me a favor and make sure you like, comment, share, and save this video. Alright y'all, remember to wash your hands. Now the first thing we'll do is make our marinade. So to a small food processor, I have a small shallot, and I'm just gonna pulse that a few times to break that up. To that, I have 2 tablespoons of minced lemongrass, and I like processing mine in bulk so that I always have it handy in the freezer. Then we'll add in a tablespoon of minced garlic, and then we'll grate in half a tablespoon of fresh ginger. Now for the heat, we'll add in a tablespoon of this dried Thai chili, which in terms of heat and flavor, it's honestly incomparable to the standard red chili flakes. But if you don't have this, a few fresh Thai chilies will also work here. Then we'll add in 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce, and a tablespoon of my dear mom fish sauce. To that, we'll add half a tablespoon of Shaoxing wine and 2 tablespoons of honey to balance out the flavors. We'll finish our marinade with some fresh ground black pepper and a splash of oil to loosen it all up. And then we'll just process that until it's fully combined. Set the marinade aside briefly, and then I just have 2 pounds of chicken thighs, and I'll trim away the excess fat. And normally I do like chicken thighs with the skin still attached to it, but I was feeling lazy to debone chicken, and these boneless, skinless ones were on sale, so that's what we're working with today. And if you like this recipe, and you want to learn how to make more of your favorite Vietnamese and Asian dishes, make sure you subscribe and turn on your notifications to stay up to date on all my latest posts. Now we'll get our chicken into a mixing bowl and pour the marinade right over the chicken. We'll give that a good mix and let this vibe out in the fridge for at least an hour, but for the best results, overnight is better. Now while our chicken is doing its thing, I'm gonna prep some veggies to serve it with, starting with some romaine lettuce. And we'll just peel some of the outer layers off and then cut the lettuce into thin strips. Then I have an English cucumber, and I'll just cut that in half, and then in half again lengthwise, and then into little spears before dicing them into bite-sized pieces. And then finally, I have some cherry tomatoes, and we'll just cut that in half, and then half again into roughly the same size as the cucumbers. Now, before we start grilling the chicken, the last thing we have to do is put together my traditional Nuok Jam. And if you've been following me for a while, this is my standard recipe that I use for almost everything. So to a small bowl, I'm gonna add in a couple tablespoons of sugar, and then we'll add in an equal amount of my deer mum fish sauce. To that, we'll add in 5 times the amount of water. And for this recipe, all you have to remember is the ratio of 1 to 1 to 5. Equal parts sugar and fish sauce to 5 times the amount of filtered water, and you're golden. And from here, you can add as much or as little minced garlic, Thai chilies, and lime juice as you want to fit your own preferences and palate. Give that a good mix, making sure that the sugar is fully dissolved, and then it's time to grill. Now preheat your grill to medium heat or roughly 350 degrees Fahrenheit. We're gonna cook the chicken for 4 to 5 minutes on each side, and because of the sugars in the marinade, I don't want the exterior of the chicken to burn too quickly before the chicken has had a chance to cook through. So for me, that 350 mark is the perfect temp to cook this at. We'll cook the chicken until it reaches an internal temp of 170 and has some nice charring. Now, chicken thighs are safe to eat at 165, but at 170, we're able to break down more of the connective tissues, resulting in a more moist and juicy chicken. And once our chicken is done, we'll pull it and let it rest for a few minutes before slicing. And then it's time to plate. Now today I'm serving it with some white rice, so we'll just get that into a bowl. We'll top that with our shredded lettuce, some cucumbers, and our tomatoes. Add your chicken right on top, and then we'll finish with some of our Nuok Jam. And just like that, you've made an incredible spicy grilled lemongrass chicken at home. As always, the recipe and measurements are on my blog at feedthepudge.com. And if you've made it this far, let me know in the comment section what's your go-to meal for those busy weekdays. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy.